couple weeks ago, I was in Dallas to see some family, and our return flight from San Diego to Dallas was canceled. So we ended up having to get rebooked for the next morning. Instead of sleeping at the airport, what we did instead was we got to go try out the Thompson Dallas, which cost $343 a night. We had a quick dinner, and this was all covered by trip delay insurance that came with our American Express card. In this video, I'll go over what the American Express trip delay insurance is, what is covered, and how to file a claim. My name is Max, and I help people maximize their airline miles, hotel points, and credit card points. And in this case, I'm helping you maximize your credit card benefits as well. I have a goal of hitting 50,000 subscribers. If you hit the like and subscribe button down below, it would help me out. And let's get into today's video. American Express provides trip delay insurance that covers up to $500 to $300 in expenses depending on which American Express card you have for meals, lodging, toiletry, medication, and other personal items you may need when your trip is delayed 6 or 12 hours or more, depending on which American Express card you have. This is a benefit that comes with your American Express card. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. You don't have to enroll. You don't have to sign up. You just have to meet the coverage requirements. What are the requirements to get trip delay insurance? If you want trip delay insurance coverage, first you must charge the full amount of your covered trip onto your eligible card or in combination with your eligible card and accumulated points on your eligible card or redeemable certificates, vouchers, coupons, or discounted awards from a frequent flyer program or summer program. That's the exact wording from American Express, but in other words, use your covered American Express card to pay for your entire flight, or if you redeem points, you can redeem those points and pay for the taxes and fees with your covered American Express card, and you're good to go. Second, it must be round trip travel and start and end from the city that you depart from. This is key. It must be round trip. So you must start and end in the same city of departure. You can book one-way tickets or visit multiple cities as long as you end up in the same city that you departed from. That's considered round trip travel. So that is super important. It's also important to note that your round trip ticket has to be booked by the time you depart on your travel. So for example, if you want to fly from LAX to London Heathrow and you fly that flight and then you book your return flight while you're in London, that won't be considered as a covered trip. Meet these criteria and you should be good to go. Before we get into what travel delays are covered, there's one thing I always do, whether I'm at a coffee shop, working at an airport that I need Wi-Fi for, or at a hotel, and that's connect to NordVPN. NordVPN protects my data while using public Wi-Fi. It hides my IP address and encrypts my connection so I know that my internet browsing is secure. This is important, especially when logging into my credit card accounts to book travel with my points. There's also fun things that you can do with the VPN too, like access additional streaming content that's not available in the US. Shows like Friends and The Office are not available on Netflix in the US, but if I connect to NordVPN, it'll spoof my location as if I was in the UK, so I can watch The Office or Friends on my Netflix account. NordVPN is my go-to VPN that I've been using since 2019, and it only costs a few bucks a month. A 1-year subscription on NordVPN's mobile app is currently discounted for the first year. Check the link in the description for more information, and thank you NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. As for what is covered on trip delay insurance, the forward covered reasons for delays are inclement weather. This is key because most airlines don't compensate you anything for weather delays. You're kind of left to fend for yourself, so this is where trip delay insurance comes to the rescue. Instead of sleeping at the airport, you can book a hotel and have a meal or two, and it will be covered and reimbursed by trip delay insurance. The other reasons are terrorist actions or hijackings, equipment failure by the common carrier, lost or stolen passports or travel documents. Overall, if your delay falls into one of the covered reasons and you paid for your entire flight or at least part of your flight with an eligible American Express card, then you're good to go. The delay needs to be 6 hours or 12 hours or more depending on which American Express card you have. So what cards are eligible for trip delay insurance? You'll find that higher end cards with higher annual fees offer $500 trip delay insurance coverage that kicks in after 6 hours. Here are some examples of those cards. The American Express Platinum, including the variations of the American Express Platinum like the Charles Schwab or the Morgan Stanley version, Business American Express Platinum, the Delta SkyMiles Reserve, Hilton Honors Aspire card, Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant American Express card. Meanwhile, cards with lower annual fees offer $300 trip delay insurance that kicks in if the delay is 12 or more hours. For example, like the American Express Gold, including the business version, the American Express Green, the Delta SkyMiles Platinum American Express, the business version of the Delta SkyMiles Platinum, and the Marriott Bonvoy Bevy. So this applies even if the delay is caused by multiple flights, adding up to 6 hours or more. So how do you file a claim? So within 60 days of your delayed flight, you have to call the number on the screen here and then start a claim. After you do that, you have up to 160 days from your delayed travel to submit all the proof and information they're requesting. Required documentation may include a statement from the airline of why the flight or the travel was delayed, receipts, copies of your tickets, receipts from your travel expenses, and any additional information they may request to support the claim. So it's super important to get all the documentation of everything. My Southwest flight was delayed for weather, so what I did was I took a screenshot of my delayed flight. I even tweeted Southwest to get proof of the flight delay. They sent me an email with the proof of and reason why the flight was delayed, and I kept all my receipts from my Uber rides to my meals and also the hotel room as well. The more proof you're able to provide, the more likely that your claim will get approved. Also, it's important to note that the coverage is limited to 2 claims per eligible card per 12 consecutive months, and the claim covers the trip, not each individual traveler. So say if I was traveling with a family of 5, this claim is for the entire trip, is not for each individual person. After providing all the documentation, that's when you need to wait. It might take 6 weeks or more. Just make sure you add something to your calendar to call back and check up on the claim status. To be honest, the claims process is a kind of a pain. They might ask for additional information, and sometimes you won't hear anything for weeks. Just remember to follow up, set reminders, and check on the status of your claim. It still beats sleeping at the airport, and you already paid for those card annual fees, so might as well take advantage of those card benefits. If you want more detailed information about trip delay insurance, American Express has this page that lists all the cards that had trip delay insurance and links to their PDF guides, which I'll link down in the description as well. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. And if you want more videos to maximize your American Express points, check out some of these videos and they will help you out in maximizing your American Express points. And I'll see you guys in the next one.